Hi, welcome to the Good Noise Podcast here with Small Talk. We're going to ask them some questions today. I'm going to start. So what inspired you guys to start the band, and what does the band name mean?
Alright, so I started Small Talk back in 2013 with a couple of my high school friends. I think we chose the name Small Talk just because, I don't know, we heard it a lot. We heard it around, a lot, just, in TV shows and stuff. And also, we're very awkward, and, all we pretty much do with new people is small talk, and, alright, so, that's it. And then, so I think that's the meaning behind the name, that we're kind of awkward. And then the band kind of took a hiatus because I had to move to LA for college. But then when I came back to San Diego, I met Ness. And then this new era of Small Talk began almost 3 years ago. Right? Yeah, a couple years ago for sure.
Yeah, and I met Vic. We met at a emo karaoke night bar. And I went on stage and sang, I think it was Bones Exposed by Of Mice and Men. And I just literally started screaming on stage at this bar. It was so bizarre. But then we messaged each other and then started talking about music, and then we kind of just started playing together. At first it was just me and Vic for a little bit. But then it's funny story is we actually met Ian when we recorded our first single. He was one of the assistants engineering, and he's been involved with everything we've done since then. But before COVID and everything, this band, we've just literally been playing shows, writing music constantly, but just kind of trying to bring back a certain sound. I think old school emo, because there's a lot of pop punk bands and stuff and all that, but we wanted to have that emo thing again, early Circa, Thrice, My Chem, that kind of style, and we've just been going ever since. And even now during COVID, we're still doing it, but just in a different way, I think.
Mm-hmm. Huh, all right. That's a cool origin story. Karaoke bar, I love it.
Karaoke bar.
Gotta love it. So congrats on your newest release. I've Seen Better Days, your acoustic EP, and your newest single, Hawthorn. How do you feel about the response to those two so far?
Okay, say that one more time.
Congrats on your two most recent releases, your acoustic EP, I've Seen Better Days, and your newest single, Hawthorn.
How do you feel about the response to them so far?
Yeah, how do you feel about the response to them so far?
I feel like the response has been really good. As far as Hawthorn, and I've been hearing people saying the hoodie song is really good, and they like that as well as everything else.
Oh yeah, definitely. And I think Hawthorn was it was the first music video we've ever done. So I was really nervous. I could barely drink water. It was a lot. But I think that because we did a music video, it was able to reach more people, which was exciting. I think with Hawthorn, just that song was one of the first ones I think that we wanted to not be different than what we've done, but it's just faster and got to experiment a little bit more. That song has gotten overwhelmingly positive response. It's been amazing. And then the acoustic EP, we originally were just going to do one song, and we're just going to be it'll be fun just to do one. And then we're wait, why are we doing one? Let's just do more. So we decided to do more, especially right now because, we're obviously not going to play shows until it's safe to do so. So we're let's work on music. And it was just an incredible process to do. And I think that the thing I've noticed the most was from the response from this EP was that people have said, because they're the same songs from the debut EP, there's a lot of growth in them, even though it's acoustic. And that goes a lot to say because the first EP we ever recorded, that was the first time any of us had ever done anything. It was Ian's first time ever doing an EP. It was our first time ever recording. So I felt more nervous, But I think now going into this acoustic one, people usually think acoustic's easy, right? But it's so much harder because you hear everything. And I think just so much growth in it. And it just was so nice to revisit those songs for sure. Definitely.
Yeah. Oh, it's good.
I thought that was really long, sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay. It's okay.
So is there any meaning behind the EP name or cover art?
To be honest, we wanted to do something to kind of pay homage. Is that how you say that word? Homage to the time of year. So the cover is a little kid sitting down, looking down with a Halloween costume on. And for me, that kind of was like, Halloween's my favorite time of the year. And kind of how with mental health issues, like it can be your favorite time of year, and that doesn't matter because you're still struggling inside your head. And not even things like that can help make you happy. And just kind of, especially this year, you know, being alone, really kind of brought out that even something like Halloween, which we all look forward to every year, is kind of like, it just doesn't feel the same without the people around you.
Well, it was canceled.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like we've literally seen better days. Like 2020 is like the worst.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
Solid. All right. So what inspired you actually start making the EP, the acoustic EP, and what was it like deconstructing and reconstructing the songs into an acoustic EP set?
Yeah. So we knew that live shows weren't coming back anytime soon. So it really made us like focus, like what do we want to work on now? Like what do we want to do next? And like Ness was saying earlier, like the thought came up to like do an acoustic song just for fun, just to kind of put something out while we're continuing to work on like a debut album. And then we started going through a song. We realized we wanted to do more, and just I think it was more for the people that listen to us, like our support system, our fans. Like we wanted to put something out for them, and then on the other hand, we also wanted to do it for us, just because we knew that the debut EP wouldn't be able to like go out into the world the way we wanted to like do it with like live shows and touring. So we wanted to be able to celebrate those songs like one more time before moving on to like new stuff, to the point where we might not play those old songs as much anymore.
No, definitely. And just like Vic was saying, you know, our debut EP came out in February, and the COVID shutdown, at least in California here, happened on March 12th. So we weren't able to like really, you know, like play shows for that EP or do anything to kind of help promote it the way that, you know, like you normally would. So this EP was kind of us just revisiting those songs. And because, you know, I feel like we never stop. We're always like doing, like we actually just demoed right now before this podcast. But
okay.
We're not stopping. And I think like we always just want to do some sort of music. So whether it be an acoustic EP or more singles, like we just want that. And the acoustic was simply because for me, I mentioned that there was an EP called Valdosta by Mayday Parade. And I really liked how they like revisited some old songs, but they had like maybe one or two new ones in there. Mm-hmm. And I just thought it was so cool to like, you know, if you love a band and they do something different like that, I think it's really cool to just hear two sides of the story for sure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So where was your headspace at while you were writing Hawthorn?
So Hawthorn, this sounds really sad. To be honest, this song is all like, people can interpret it different ways, but the way that I wrote it for myself was simply about, I felt like people missed who I was when I was happy, or, you know what I mean? Last August, I was like diagnosed with PTSD, and I felt like I kind of started drifting away from people, maybe not as animated as I normally am. And the lyric in this song, the main part is, I miss the ghost of who you used to be. And for me, that's kind of like people being like, oh, I miss when you were happy, or like, you know, I miss when we would like do this and stuff. And without realizing that mental health issues like really rewire your brain. But people can interpret it in other ways. Like I've heard people say like, oh, like missing like friends, which is totally true too. But for me, that's how I wrote it in that sense.
Wow.
That's really sad to say.
Oh no, it's real though. So like that's, man, okay. So while going through the song, what band or artist influence stick out the most to you?
I think definitely Hawthorn Heights. Like when I was like, I sent Ness like a voice memo of me like playing the song on guitar, and I was like, this song really sounds a lot like Hawthorn Heights. And then it kind of just got ingrained to our brain, I guess. And, like we ended up naming it. We're like, I guess Hawthorn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and I think like, you know, early Circa, for me, that kind of resonates with me for sure. But yeah, I heard the guitar and I was like, this is Hawthorn Heights. And then we just stuck with Hawthorn. That was pretty much it. Yeah.
Solid.
So this question should be like super, super quick. Off the top of your head, I want you to describe your new single in 3 words for new listeners.
Each of you.
The new single Hawthorn?
Yeah.
Hawthorn.
3 words?
Yeah, 3
All
words.
right, thanks. Heavy, fun, sad.
I'll say
Heavy fun set.
fast, emotional, and passionate.
Heavy, nostalgic, fun.
Okay.
Nostalgic
I like
is
those.
good, yeah.
Heavy, dirty soul.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Heavy,
god.
dirty soul.
Heavy dirty soul. Wonderful. So we've been talking about Hawthorn, but you actually have another single, Sleep Deprived. Are those 2 singles leading up to anything bigger? You did just say you were demoing, so are you demoing for a new EP or a new album? What are you doing?
Yeah, so Sleep Deprived was a one-off,
Okay.
but we do really want to put out like an EP of just like truly hardcore music because like we all love like the hardcore scene and like we go to live shows, like we're just involved with it heavily.
Mhm.
So like, and we added that song like to our live set because we wanted something to just kind of like get the crowd moving.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But we do have like a few more songs that are in that like genre of like hardcore. So we do want to put out an EP eventually.
Yeah.
And then Hawthorn definitely represents like the growth of like our music and where we're heading.
Mhm.
We're still not 100% sure if it'll be on the album. Like it might just be a standalone. But
Album?
yes, yeah. So yeah, I guess that's
Album. Okay.
that's it.
Yeah.
We're 100% currently demoing 10 to 15 songs for our debut album.
10 to 15.
Yeah, so no joke, like we 10 to 15, you can't see it, but we got a whiteboard over there with a list of songs, and these songs like right now we released the acoustic EP, and we really want to focus on demoing these songs and then going to the studio to record them. But these songs are like literally along the lines of Hawthorn. They're very fast, and even the songs that are slow, they still hit really hard.
Mhm.
I mean, we even just like added some synth right now in one of the songs, so it's just going to be a lot of different songs, but I genuinely think that like I know every band says like, oh, it's so good, but it really like feel super good about it. Like I'm singing in my car all the time, and you know that's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really
And as
excited
far
for
as
you guys.
Thank you. And as far as the production goes, I want to say since I engineered basically like most of the stuff, this is probably going to get the most attention as far as level of detail and and the level of parts and the number of tracks, and yeah, it's just going to be crazy. Just stay tuned for that.
Yeah. So you guys are going all in.
Yeah.
All right. I'm excited to hear it.
Ah, very exciting. So where do you guys see the band in the next 5 years?
Sure. I see us touring for sure. Hopefully, knock on wood, shows come back within that time frame. But definitely see us touring. Maybe 2 more albums.
Ooh.
2 or 3 more albums. Maybe, right?
I think
And just touring, going around the world, seeing stuff and playing for people, and I really love it. We all really love what we do.
Yeah, I mean, just going off of what Ian said, definitely like touring, when shows come back. Before COVID and everything, we did play a lot of shows. Like we were never very picky about like shows we played. The only thing we were picky about was the individuals who were in the bands. They have to be like-minded because there's no way we're gonna play with people who are scumbags. So
That's good.
One of our friends had an acoustic guitar. Was like, "Hey, can I play a show with you guys?" Fuck, sure, you have the heart. Let's do it. But I think for us, playing shows and touring, like I would hope that if we ever even if we didn't get signed, we're gonna keep on going. But I think that playing shows, but giving platforms to bands that are, just so different, because I feel like that's a little bit of a struggle here. Sometimes for me, because for example, like I'm trans and we're not white, so I feel like we kind of have to work extra hard sometimes to get a little bit of attention. And I think that what I would see in the future for this band is touring, playing shows, but playing with other bands, giving bands platforms, and also even just like when we it'd be cool to have like one set of like merch items where like all donations go to like a certain cause and every show is a different one. Or like the Wonder Years did this before where they had every night they had a different organization come and just talk to people about different things, whether it be mental health or, you know, sexual abuse or that kind of thing. But just really using this band as not just music, but as a platform for everything, you know, and making people feel included everywhere for sure.
And then just to be a little different in terms of like albums being signed, which is like definitely what I want. But I'd say 5 years from now, I want us to be reissuing Drowning in Your Absence for the 5-year anniversary.
Yeah.
And maybe having it on vinyl for the first time and like completely remastered, re-recorded. And maybe go like on an anniversary tour and like really give those songs like the love and like just kind of put them out there for everyone to really like enjoy as much as we do.
Wow. I like that you guys already have like a plan and idea with what you would do with your platform and how you would utilize it to like spread the word of other things that are happening. I enjoy that. I'm happy that you guys are planning on doing that.
Always.
Yeah. So for the last couple questions, we're actually going to shift away from music, if that's okay with you guys.
Sure.
For sure.
All right, so we're going to go straight to death row then. So, if you're on death row, what would your last meal be with a drink?
Oh my god. With a drink? So I choose
With a drink.
too?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So my final meal, that's so dark. It would have to be like something that my mom makes, just cause like for real, like I love homemade food. So I would choose a meal that my mom makes, probably like chicken and rice or something, and then I would have like a Snapple, like a huge bottle of like Snapple peach tea,
A gallon,
like a gallon of Snapple peach tea.
That's
Yeah.
I'd definitely probably get there's this vegan place that just opened up here in San Diego, and they have the best vegan California burritos. I'll get, and it's literally like this big. So like, I definitely get that vegan Cali burrito, and I'll get the biggest cup of Baja Blast, and I would drive to Taco Bell while I'm getting my Baja Blast and get a side of nacho cheese to dip my burrito into.
Oh my god.
That sounds delicious.
What about you?
I'm going to be pretty extreme about this.
Okay.
So I'm probably going to have or request every home-cooked meal that my family makes on top of every item on Taco Bell at Taco Bell.
Okay.
And probably like a whole gallon of Baja Blast to wash it down.
Okay.
To wash it down?
To wash it down. Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. Yeah.
I love that. So if you could live in one fiction world for a week, where would you live?
The Good Place.
What? The good place or the good place?
The Good Place.
Okay. Good.
I know it's like not the good place, but like they still have a lot of cool things there. So
Yeah.
just for a week, like I mean, they're all meant to believe like they're actually in the good place, and they're not actually getting like terrorized while they're there. So that actually is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I'd want to live there for a week,
Okay, that's fair.
be able to fly and stuff.
I'd probably say, I'd probably say Big Mouth, just because I'd want the little hormone monster. I love the way they're animated. It's so
Okay.
fun and cute.
That's fair, that's fair.
What about you?
Well, since I'm wearing a Team Rocket hat, I definitely want to be in Kanto region in Pokemon.
Yeah.
And kind of just like having Pokemon as like and yeah, just in leaders and just have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
So cool.
Solid. Good choices. So I have the honor of asking the last question. Every single person we've spoken to has actually said it's the most important question. What is your favorite color?
Oh, blue.
Blue?
Oh god.
That's one of you.
Lavender.
Ooh, taste.
Lavender.
Good color.
I would say black is the nicest with everything.
Solid. Black
Black's
is a
good.
color. Gloria always likes to argue that black is a shade, not a color.
It's a shade,
You
but
shut up.
I respect it.
Black right
We're all
here.
wearing black.
Oh my
Same.
god, wait, we're all wearing
Oh
black.
my god, we're all matching.
Look at this. Coordination.
That's amazing.
This was all planned, all 5 of us
Mhm.
matching.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
So, as Gloria said, that's all the questions we have today. Is there anything you'd like to plug?
Oh man, I mean, follow us on all our social media platforms for sure. There's Small Talk SD. Instagram is Small Talk SD. Facebook, our Small Talk. Spotify is Small Talk. But I don't know, just the fact that we're here. If anyone's like watching, like feels alone, like just like hit us up. Like we're always here for you, and like we're down to just like talk to you about our music.
No, definitely.
Yeah.
And like Vic was saying, we're always available through message for anything, any sort of resources or support. And just we're very active on social media. We like posting little snippets of the stuff that we're doing. So yeah, come hang out. And even if you don't want to talk about video games or anything else, like always down to do that. And so it's a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well,
Yeah,
thank.
and I definitely plug personal one.
Yeah. Clear.
So you can find me on Instagram, ianandrew.media. I could talk about anything. Like, feel free to just like hit me up. Video game, skateboarding. I like a bunch of random stuff like that. Music for sure. And also my other Instagram, Ian Andrew Skates, if you like skateboarding. So
Definitely. And mine is just Lavender Dad on Instagram, and I post a lot of things about like just different things, but mainly focus on like issues on my page, and always feel free to talk to people about anything and everything. And yeah, we always play video games, and always want to do that with people if you're feeling sad or happy or anything.
Yeah, I'm at Vic.Andrade. I mostly just talk about the band.
Same.
Honestly, Gloria and I with our personals.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you for now, guys. This has been Small Talk, and we're the Good Noise Podcast.